There's something that the princess of pitch here did not know. And she watched it and she did it. And after a couple of times, it clicked. And when it clicks, it's easy. When it clicks, it makes sense. Does that make sense? Are you sure? I only know if you talk back to me. Does that make sense? Here is the thing that you need to know. Sometimes we try stuff and we try stuff and we try it this way and we try it this way and we try it this way and we twist it and we turn it and we're trying to fit that peg into that hole. We're trying to get it to click. Because when it clicks, that's when the fun starts. Does that make sense? Yes? Yeah. So this next speaker was able to make his business what? Click. He was able to make it what? Click. One more time, what? Click. He was able to make it click to the tune of $3 million using only click funnels. Give that a round of applause. He took the business from having $5,000 in a bank account to over $3 million using nothing but ClickFunnels because he made it what? Click. So, to introduce the next speaker, I think we got a short video. Check this out.
So, start from the beginning.
Yeah, so I was an insurance agent. Started there, that was my career. I was kind of between this tug of war of, is this something that I really want to keep going? Because is it my passion? And so I made that leap, I quit, and I'm now saying I'm forever grateful. I started the online marketing. I reached out to my brother, and the one thing that motivated me the most was him. I went to him and I said, hey, let's start a business together. And so he said, okay. And that's kind of where it all started. We got onto a website that sold t-shirts, and we started making gun t-shirts. We started our first ones in January, and we brought in, maybe like $400, $500, but yet that was a small win. Like, we did something. We were growing a fan page, we were growing an audience. March, April came, May came. We had our best month ever. In May, we hit over $100,000 in shirt sales. The system that we were selling the shirts on, they didn't give us buyer information. So we were always unemployed every time we ended a shirt campaign. And I'm just there in like despair, like I'm just, what do I do? I quit my job. I'm not getting buyer information. We're unemployed every time we sell or we end a t-shirt campaign. This sucks. I'm looking at my brother. I'm like, I gotta, not only do I have to feed a family for me, but I gotta help him feed his family. And that was a lot of pressure. I call a good old friend, Kim Doyle. She's like, well, have you ever heard of this guy named Russell Brunson? And I was like, no, I've never heard of Russell Brunson. What's he do? She's like, well, he just built this really cool thing called ClickFunnels. So I log in, I grabbed my free trial at ClickFunnels, and within 2 days, I built the same type of feel website that we were used to having, put a t-shirt on it, and we did over $1,000 in profit in like 2 days. And that's kind of where another pivotal point came from me, because I saw how delegation really worked in a company. We started to expand. I wanted to hire some more people to take phone calls. Like, I could see the direction the company was taking. And so we found this space. It was 800 square foot. I remember the first day we unlocked the doors, and me and Bryceland and Dylan are there, and Dylan leans over and he's like, what are we gonna do with all this space? We've gone from an 800, or actually like a 400 loft, to about a 8,000, so 10 times the space in just under 2.5 years, just by using Facebook and ClickFunnels and some computers and some knowledge. But here's the thing, there's a lot of people that make it work. If I had to take all the credit, I can't. It's one team, one goal, one mission. And when your team actually buys in, that's what makes it all work.
Watching the company grow from the ground up is like no other experience that most employees ever have. Just the knowledge that you gain from that is unbelievable.
So, you talk about, the one goal. Our goal is to succeed and scale and build this business. And when you find the right people, you can do that.
I am very fortunate and thankful that I've found this company, and we work hard and have fun, like I said. So I love it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and welcome to the stage, Mr. Trey Lewellen.
There we go. What's up, guys? Well, I'm Trey Lewellen, and man, I am excited to be here. So, we're gonna have a lot of fun together. We're gonna go over quite a bit of stuff here in a little bit, and here's the thing: is we're gonna have fun. We're gonna give some high fives. We're gonna give some fist bumps during this. But there's also going to be times where you become confused. There might be some times we get frustrated of what I might cover. But here's the deal, and hopefully we can all agree on this, is we're going to have a lot of fun together. Cool? So in a minute, I'm going to ask you all a question, and we're going to have a little discussion with your neighbor. Yes, we're going to do that. We're going to talk, and it doesn't have to be a long-winded answer. It doesn't have to be a crazy answer, a long sentence or whatnot. But when I ask that question, and here's just real quick, one thing we need to go over is you guys all realize that this is a room full of entrepreneurs, right? And you also realize that some of us are online marketers, I think all of us. But with online marketers, there are some introverts in the room. So when I ask the question and you turn to your neighbor to discuss, and they're giving you the stink eye, maybe you should lean the other way and talk to that guy. All right? So if that's cool, just putting that out there. All right, so the question, what's the question? I want you guys to ask each other, what is your drive to creating a multi-million-dollar funnel? What is your drive to creating a multi-million-dollar funnel? Go. That's a good question. All right, I'm ready to go back. There we go. All right, you guys ready? Come back. All right, we're coming back online. Here we go. Keep in mind, it was like a one-word answer. One-word answers. All right, so let's see what the things were. What was your drive?
My drive was I retired. I want to do something with the creative side of my brain. It's all been logical.
Okay, so retirement. Who else got one? Someone shout, give her a hand raise. Who's got drive?
Never want to worry about money so I can help mankind.
Never want to worry about money? Spending time with my kids when I want to. That's huge. Security. Just in case someone robs you, you can give them some money. Other kind of security. I gotcha. All right, cool. So what was my drive? What drove me? So my drive was my brother. My brother Brunson. He was going to become he was graduating from law school. He was going to become a police officer. So my drive was, frankly, I don't want to see you come home in a coffin, to be honest. That was it. So I said, hey, let's start a business together. Let's do something. And he said, well, what about? Like, what are we going to do a business about? And I said, well, how about we do a business about guns? Because you love guns. So we did a really ingenious thing, super ingenious, super smart. We did a fan page, and we called it, I Love My Gun. That's really smart, Trey. I'm just saying real quick, you don't have to be a genius to make this stuff work. And we're gonna go over some pretty simple stuff. So we created this page, and it was pretty amazing. So we grabbed some fans, and what's really awesome about it is we started making money. That's pretty cool. And so here we are, we're building this fan page, and we created a multi-million-dollar company in just short 3 years. And that's what's kind of crazy about what I'm discussing with you guys today. It just took 3 years. That's it. And frankly, 3 years ago, I was selling t-shirts. And really, we came online with ClickFunnels about 1.5 years, kind of going on 2 years right now. So with that, we built that multi-million-dollar company. We have around 40 employees now. We're growing every month. And it's just remarkable of what that team back there has built and allowed us to create and thing. And here's what's crazy, something crazy, if you want to hear something crazy, is that we sell physical products through these funnels. And a lot of people are like, okay, well, how many products you got? Like 1,000? Because how do you make a multi-million-dollar company on products? Well, frankly, we only have 20 products. We only have 20 products that we sell. Did you guys know this? Fun fact of the day. This is something you can share in the elevator with a random. Is that when you add a product to your product line, when you add a SKU, we call them SKUs. So when you add a SKU to your product line, you increase your complexity of your business by 12x. Think about that. So when you add a product to your line, you increase the complexity by 12x, which means like you got shipping logistics, you got refunds, you got customer service. So it makes sense. That's crazy. So it's kind of funny. This is hilarious. So when we do Facebook ads to like talk about stuff, and we'll show like us shipping stuff out, or we'll say, hey, we shipped 17,000 orders this month, and well, the first comment's usually scam, but then the second comment is usually like, well, what do you sell? You must have a magical product to be selling that many. And frankly, it's not. Like, we really don't sell crazy stuff. And I'm just gonna tell you what we sell. How cool is that? So we sell trinkets, we sell like knives, we sell compasses, we sell first aid kits, crazy stuff. And then we sell premium items. We sell flashlights, we sell solar panels, we sell floodlights. We sell consumables, we sell things that need to be replenished. We also sell continuity, membership programs. We have people that pay us $10 a month to $40 a month. And that's what's so amazing with this stuff. And it's all done through funnels. It's all done through funnels. And I love this about Russell. When he did this event, he was doing this webinar or little live feed, and he was like, what do I name the event? We couldn't come up with it, and then we did, and he stamped it on the front. You're one funnel away. You're one funnel away. And that is huge to this whole message that we're doing this. And it goes back to that drive, right? Like, what is that drive that you guys have? What is that ability? What does it do? And with these funnels, when you're one funnel away, here's the thing, is that these funnels, they are super powerful. They have abilities. And they've changed my life. And the better part is, they can change your life, and your life, and your life. They can change all your lives, right? These funnels, like, they allow you to spread a message, but not just a message. They allow you to spread your message. That's the power behind these funnels. That's what this event is for. That's why you guys are here. You guys are here to learn how to do funnels. That's why we're up here talking to you guys, educating you. You're here to learn how to make money. You're learning how to spread your message. You're learning how to become somebody. So that you can tell your wife, hey babe, we can afford that car now. Or you get to go to your boss and you get to say, I don't need to work here anymore. Or what about this one? you get to lean down to your little one and say, Daddy gets to spend the whole day with you today. Yeah. That's powerful. So, if it hasn't become clear yet, I'm going to have a little bit of a coming out here on stage. I know some of you guys might get a little offended, and that's okay, but I'm a funnel lover. I love me some funnels. I really do. Some of you guys were like, oh, shoot, here we go. So anyways, I love funnels. Some of you guys have Amazon stores. Some of you guys have Shopify stores. I think that is fantastic. Like, that's great. You got to do what makes you money. Funnels happen to work for us, which is cool. But here's the bottom line, is that today I get the mic, and that's a pretty cool thing. And so I'm making it my mission statement, my rally cry, my mantra, to stand up here and tell you guys and educate you on the explosive growth that a funnel can have and it can impact to your company. That's what I'm here to do today. So, when I'm talking to my mastermind clients, I always ask them, I'm like, hey, what did you get? Like, what changed your life? What's the nugget? What made a difference? And here's what they always say. It's amazing. It's mutual. They're like, oh, you're not going to believe this. It's when I learned how a funnel works. What makes it tick, right? What makes it all kind of come together? And that's what we're going to share. But here's the thing, is in order to understand that, you have to do one thing. You have to change your view. It's very important. You have to change your view. So what we're going to talk about today, I have a little bit of bad news, okay? It's like bad news, good news. So bad news is, what we're going to discuss, it involves math. So, maybe you guys didn't know this when you came in those doors today, now they're locked, thank you, that you came to class, and we're going to do some math. Now, there's usually, when I mention math, there's usually two people in the room. You got the first people who are like the math experts who just, they happen to bring their Texas Instrument calculator with them today, just in case a math problem of high complexity has arisen and they need solved. You know who you are. And then you have the other people, kind of like me. When you hear math, you're like, okay, see you later, right? You feel like a corn dog at a hot dog party. So real quick, who's my math experts? All right, sweet. That was just a real easy way to find the corn dogs. What's up, corn dogs? All right, so without further ado, I want to present to you Funnelytics. And we're going to rock that and roll that. Here we go, Funnelytics. So I'm calling it Mastering Funnelytics with myself, I guess. All right. All right, so we're going to talk about funnels. Here's the deal, is I'm going to start off really easy, and then we're going to get complex. But why did I talk about the mathematics and the corn dog? Because it doesn't matter if you're really good at math or if you're a corn dog. Because at the end of the day, what I'm going to show you guys is it's simple math. You can do it. Just know that. And I'm glad we're recording this because there's some things, like I said, you're going to be a little confused. We're going to look back at it, and we're going to check it out. And you know what? We might need to watch the recording a couple times. So let's start with an easy funnel. This is a single product funnel. Looks kind of familiar, right? This funnel has a opt-in. Uh-oh. It has an order form. It has an OTO, which, if you don't know this by now, stands for one-time offer, number one. Then we have another upsell, which is OTO2, one-time offer, number two. So when I'm doing these funnels, this is going to be theory. We're going to start out with theory, and then we're going to bring it into reality. So with ours, these are numbers that we have on our funnels. Our opt-in usually presents about a 50% opt-in, which means people are going from our sales page, which can be your opt-in page, or you can do no opt-in or opt-in, whichever you choose. You want about a 50% over into the order form. The order form is going to convert at about 10%, okay? You guys always want to start to look for achieving 10% on your order forms. That's a really nice conversion. We're going to go with the lower on these OTOs because of price. Usually I'm striving for about a 10% on the OTOs, but with the math, I want to show you how it works with a lower OTO. That way, when you call me and you're like, I got a 10% on my OTO 1, I'll be like, woohoo, because that's more money in your pocket, which is huge. So we're going to do 5% on OTO 1, 5% on OTO 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fictionarily give it 10,000 clicks. So what this is going to allow us to do is this is going to allow us to know if a funnel is going to work. How would you guys like to know if I go out and build this funnel before I ever send traffic to it, if it's going to convert and if it's going to make me money? That would be something kind of cool to have. So that's why we're discussing this. So with this single product funnel, so with clicks, we send 10,000 clicks, right? Fictional clicks. With an opt-in at 50%, that gives me 5,000 people who are going to see the order form. So on the order form, you have 10%. Is everybody following along? Okay. So just making corn dogs, you all good? All right, got one. So here we go. 500 come into the order form. That's pretty simple. 25 of the 500, that's where the 5% is. Same thing on the OTO2. All right, so now let's add some prices. So this is going to be kind of in between a free plus shipping offer into the premium. So we're going to go with 35 bucks. So we're just going to say, hey, this is a single product. You guys know a great example of a single product funnel would be a book funnel. Russell was talking about this on stage a little while ago. His book funnel. Let's just pretend this is a really nice book. Comes with maybe a really nice hardcover for 35 bucks. Just one product, okay? So they're buying it for 35, 500 buy it at 35. 25 people buy the upsell, maybe that's a recording of some sort. And then OTO2, we're gonna put at $95. So let's do the math. 500 times 35 bucks, that gives us $17,500 in revenue. OTO2 gives us 25 times 55, which is 1,300 bucks. And then we got 25 times 95, which is 2375. So 500 buyers gives us $21,000, 250 bucks. Again, this is theory, right? So next thing we have to do is we have to look at, okay, so if I send 10,000 clicks, how much can I afford for a click? Because we all know we need traffic. So if you're going to Facebook, you're like, okay, how much can I afford a click for? In this case, that's $2.12 a click. That's a pretty good click, right? I think most of us in the room could afford a $2.12 click. So then I'm curious. I'm like, okay, how much is that for a buyer, right? Because that'd be a conversion on Facebook. So in this case, you take 21 grand divided by 500 buyers, which gives you $42.50 per buyer, okay? So the question is, the statement, right? This allows me, I know with this funnel, with this single product funnel, with this book offer, I can pay up to $42.50 for conversion on this particular funnel and break even. Keep in mind, we're talking about total revenue, so obviously we're not taking out cost of goods, we're not taking out refunds, we're not taking out processing payments, we're not taking out any of that stuff, so that you're gonna need to add that to your equations. Okay? Because I know somebody's in the room like, he didn't add cost of goods. All right, got you. All right, so next. Here's a weird thought. Here's a weird thought. And I was talking to Russell about this, and I was badgering him a little bit on this, but I was like, Russell, just out of curiosity, why don't you sell more than one book on your funnel? He's like, that's a good idea. I was like, all right, so funnelytics, so let's do a multi-product funnel. So what do I mean by multi-product? I don't mean like a ton of SKUs on the order form. All I'm saying is let them buy more than one. That's it, right? Because I don't want to be complex, right? I don't want to increase my complexity by 12x. So how do I do that? Well, you do it like this. You do a multi-product. And so I'm saying one, so we got one at 35 bucks, right? We're doing the single product, but we're allowing them to buy more than one. Does anybody know what 2 times 35 is? Which is 70. Yes, good. The questions get harder. Here we go. 35 times 3 is 105. 140 for 4. They can buy 5 for 175 bucks or 10 for 350. Who knows if they'll buy 10? I don't know. But you might as well put it out there for some crazy man to grab 10 books from me. But Trey, you skipped 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, I did. You're right. So the reason behind that is in our funnels, we don't do 6 through 9 because it just starts to get really too overloaded. So what we found was our premium kind of buyers is in between the 1 and 5 and then 10 mark. I don't know if you guys have copied some of our funnels, which maybe you have, but you'll notice that same pattern throughout our entire funnel process. So 1 through there. Here's what's cool, is you'll notice that over on the opt-in, the 50% stays the same, right? It would, of course, because we didn't change anything on the sales page, so always 50% are going to come over. But here's what's really interesting, is that our order form stays at 10%. So what we're going to have to do is what's going to happen is we're going to take that 10% and it's going to be divided out through the number of products that people can order. Still following along? Oh boy. Wait, no? Okay, all right. So we got 1 at 35, 2 at 70, 3 at 105, 4 at 140, 5 for 175, 10 for 350. That was kind of a hard one. So 10% of the buyers, but they're all going to be spread out. Let's kind of make it a little more simpler. So 38% of the 10% are going to buy 1 unit. This would be a good time to be like, yeah. Because that means over 60%, guys, is going to buy the rest, 2 through 10. That's big money for your funnels. 28% will buy 2, 14% will buy 3, 6% of the 10 will buy 4, 8 will buy 5. Holy smokes. Are you guys seeing this? Make sure I'm seeing it. 4% at $350. 4% of the 500 buyers that come through are going to grab 10 books. They will. And if you're in one of our classes, you'll know if they're buying 10, they'll buy 20. And if they're buying 20, they'll buy 30. So you just watch your funnel. You see, wow, we're getting 4%, we're getting 5% on buying 10. What if we added 20 in there? Just remember that. So that 10%, is everybody getting that? Okay, so we got to kind of multiply it out now. So we're going to sell 190 units of 1. That gives us $6,000. We're going to sell 140 units at 2, 70 units of 3, 30 units of 4, 40 units at 5, 20 units at 10. You looking at that? That's amazing. 20 people bought, which gives me $7,000 at 10 units. $7,000 at 5 units. So this multi-product funnel, just by allowing these people to buy more than 1, generated $42,000 in revenue. Okay. So let's kind of look at that over the funnel because we just did the order form. So 500 orders is going to generate $42,000. The OTO stays the same. It'll convert the same. We didn't make any changes. Does anybody know, this is a good question, does anybody know what they should sell as OTO1? Very right. You sell them more of the same thing. It's amazing. 20% all day long, 20%. You sell them, okay, somebody will get that, maybe won't. If you sell them a book on the front and your upsell should be the same book, the same exact thing. If you're selling them a flashlight, you sell them the same flashlight on OTO1. If you're selling them a calendar, you sell them the same calendar. But why didn't they buy more? I don't know why they don't buy more on the front end, but they buy more on the upsell. So just know that's a great little hack. So 25 times 95, 2,000. Hello. So this thing brought in 45K. So let's compare. A single product funnel, where I only gave them the option to buy 1, just 1, brought in $21,000, which allowed me to pay Facebook $42.50 per buyer. The multi-product, you guys know I didn't do anything different, right? I didn't add any SKUs. I just let them buy more than 1. But look what it produced. Almost 2.2x. 2.2x the revenue. Do you guys understand that the more that you can afford to acquire a buyer, the more you win? So if someone gives me a book, let's say it's the same book. Let's say Russell gives me his book, and he says, go sell this for me. And he does a single product funnel, and I do a multi-product funnel, I'll win every time because I can outspend him by 2.2x. That's huge. That is big. So that's what you need to look at here. Single product versus a multi-product funnel. So do you see how just like a little tweak to a funnel, by just changing your view of the funnel, can make you substantially more money? Still making sense? Okay, cool. So as long as you guys are following along. So a lot of you guys approach me. So I've been here for about a day and a half, and I keep getting this question. continuity, 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 which is totally cool. So we're going to talk about it. Single product continuity. So let's take this single product funnel, but now what we're going to do is we're going to add continuity right underneath. We're going to send the same type of clicks, which is 10,000. Our opt-in, we're going to stay the same, so that's 50%. So that's going to bring us 5,000. Our order form, we're going to decrease that. So this is going to be more of like a free plus shipping offer. Okay, so we're going to sell an item for maybe like $5, like that trinket. Remember I was talking about the trinkets, like the knife, compass, first aid kits, stuff like that. Stuff easy that we can get buyers to raise their hand and say, yes, I want it. Because our real mission, the real mission of this funnel is to say, hey, we really, really want you in our continuity program because you're a longtime value customer. That's the whole game of the free plus shipping, right? So in this case, we get 500 buyers at $5. We're going to get OTO1, which will be about a 20%. We're going to get 100 buyers at that. We do a free trial, so it's free to get in for $1. You get in, try it out, just kind of like ClickFunnels, try it for $1. And then 14 days or 30 days later, you get charged $10 or $30 or whatever it is on your continuity program. So what's that look like? So 500 times $5 is $2,500. And then you have the $100, there's my water, $100 times 1, which equals $100. So your total revenue is $2,600. So you're going to treat this just like any other funnel. You need to figure out what you can afford per click. So the per click is $2,600 over your buyers, which is 500, or sorry, 10,000 clicks, we're on clicks. So over 10,000 clicks, which gives you 26% or 26 cents per click. Way different than the big funnel, right? So it's harder to gain a 26-cent click. Like, that's pretty tough. Those are some cheap clicks. So 2,600 over 500 buyers, which means I can acquire a buyer for $5.20. Okay? So that's a conversion. So if I'm getting conversions at $5, I'm break even. Anything above that, I'm not. So the question is, remember the whole mission of this entire funnel is to say, hey, I want continuity members. I want more people. So my always question is, well, how much do I need to be spending on Facebook to gain a continuity member? And that's where you're seeing the 100 over 20. So 20% of the 100 will break in or become a continuity member. So you'll do an easy mathematical equation, which is 100 over 20, which is your percentage over how many people opt in or buys, which gives you 5. So that's 5x. So that means I have to take 5 times what it cost me for a buyer, which is $5.20. That means it costs me $26 to acquire a continuity member. Okay? So the most I can afford to acquire a continuity member is $26 in this case. All right, so Funneletics 101, continuity over time. So let me show you kind of how continuity works. Continuity works, you make your money on the back. You make your money on the renewals. So month 1, we're going to put in 1,000 people. So let's just say we ran our numbers, we're putting 1,000 people in. Guess what? On day 1, they give us what? They give us $1. So that's $1,000, right? On month 2, here's what we're going to do is we're going to charge them $40. But Trey, why are you taking it times 0.82? So we have 1,000 members in there. We take it times 0.82 because that's what's called our churn rate, which means where people like fall off. Okay? So the amount of people that's going to charge is 82%. The other people, they either decline, they refund, they cancel, they don't want to be in there anymore, or whatever happens. So we have found that our churn is about 82%. So we're going to take 1,000 times 82%, which gives us 820 times our 40, which will bring in 32 grand. Here's an interesting concept. Do you guys realize if you can increase churn, that you'll substantially increase your revenues ongoing? So would you guys like to know how we're doing that? If you do this real quick, if you want to open up your laptops, this is amazing, go to mronit.com/hack. And what you're going to do is you're going to see a video in a week from me showing you how we're taking our churn rate from 82% to 95%. It's absolutely amazing. It's super simple. If I had time, I would talk about it on stage, but we don't, so I got to do a video. All right, so I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. Everybody got that? Okay. So let's go back to the months. So month 3 is going to be 800 or 820 times 82%, because the 82% keeps falling off. That churn just keeps on going as you continue through the months. So here in 20 times 82% is 672. 672 members are going to be charged $40, which gives us $26,880. 672 month 4 gives us 22 grand. 551 in month 5 is 18 grand. So a total gross over 5 months is $100,000. Who wants the $100,000? Okay, a couple people. That's good. You guys are high rollers. All right. So maybe you're saying, okay, Trey, well, that's just theory, right? You're talking about theory. Very true, very true. So how about we go into a real-world example where I show you our funnels and I show you the mathematics that we're using that's happening live right now and show you what they're doing. So here's something cool. This is our can opener, our funnel. So this is another little trinket that we give. But I'm arbitraging. What's arbitraging? That means I go over to Amazon, I buy something from Amazon, and then I ship it from Amazon to the customer once they purchased it. Ingenious, I know. Once they receive it, but Trey, aren't they scared that they get it from Amazon? No, they don't care. Just say, send it as a gift. We've never received one complaint, so don't get a bottleneck on that. But here's what you need to see, and hopefully I can read this. But maybe you guys can read it. So on the left side is our order form. It's 1 free can opener for $1 something or other, $1.89. 2 for 3 something, I can't read it. So 4 for $7.72 and so on. On the right side is how much we're buying them from Amazon. We're buying them from Amazon for $2.44, but we get 2 of them. Well, Trey, how do you let Amazon know to send just 1 when someone orders 1? You're not going to believe this. We do something really intense. We send them 2. No one has ever complained. If they buy 2, we send them 2. If they buy 3, we send them 4. If they buy 4, we send them 4. Okay? Like I said, you don't have to be a genius to make this stuff work. So OTO1 is an extra can opener for $1. So we say, hey, do you want an extra can opener plus a 30-day trial into the National Gun Owner Association? If you guys love guns, they said I can't sell from stage, but if you love guns, there you go. Where you can do 20% conversion. What you do there is they become a member. So as you can see, that button says, yes, include 1 free can opener plus a 30-day trial to the NGOA, which is $40 a month. So they know they're going to be in type of a continuity program. Okay, so what's that look like? Here we go. How I'm going to have you guys read this is we're going to go from the top to the right, left to the right. So units, we have 1 unit that they're getting. We sold 19 of those. So out of 50 purchases, I think. 19 bought 1. So that was a percentage of 38%. Well, that's weird. Doesn't that number look familiar? Okay. So I charged them $1.93. Amazon charged me $2.44. Trey, that's not smart. My cost was $46.36. I charged them $36.67. I'm not profitable. I'm negative $9.69. But look as you keep going, right? Of the 2, 14 people bought 2 units, right? Which brought in a profit of $19.88, right? My cost was $34.16. I charged them $54. We go through the loop here all the way to 10, right? My cost was $24. I charged $38.60. Profit was $14.20. So if we take that right-hand column of the profit, negative $9.69, and add them all up, it brought in $48.60 over 50 buyers. So that is 97 cents per conversion. That's what I can afford. Okay, well, hold on. How much did you spend on Facebook ads? I spent $501.11. So to know what my cost per conversion is, you take 501.11 divided by 50 buyers equals $10.02 per conversion. Okay? So then I need to know what's my cost per buyer. So you take out your profits. So $10.02 minus my 97 cents equals $9.05 is my cost per buyer. My OTO1 converts at 20%. So again, we take the 100 over 20. Is these numbers looking familiar? Means it takes 5 buyers to create 1 member. Okay. So negative $9 times 5 is negative $45.25 my cost to acquire a membership client. My goal, I want 1,000 clients. So if I want 1,000 members, that means that I have to spend $45 to acquire each one. So if you take negative $45 times 1,000, that means I would have to spend negative $45,000, 250, or negative 45, 250, in the red to obtain 1,000 members month 1. That means I'm spending about $1,500 per ad spend. Right there, I lost half the room. Because everybody's like, I don't got 45 grand. I might as well just get up and walk out. Well, here's the thing. Neither did we, right? And here's what you got to understand, is I'm using big numbers to show you the inflation. But you can start small. Start 1,000, start 2,000, start 3,000. Use a credit card, pay it off, right? That's how we started. We didn't start with cash. We started with credit cards. That's how we started. I was working a full-time job, added cash, that's how it worked. But I'm going to show you a magic trick. I did magic like when I was like 3, so watch this. So Funneletics 101. So month 1, we got 1,000 members, right? Trey wanted 1,000 members. How much did we charge them? We charged them $1. That brought in $1,000. Okay, Trey, but we're still negative 44 grand. Yes, we are. Month 2, I got 1,000 times our, oh my goodness, another familiar number, 82% churn rate. 820 times 40 members is 32 grand. Month 3, 820 times 82% equals 672 times $40, which is 26 grand. Where are my math people at? What just happened? Month 2 and 3 was my break-even point. So I brought $60,000 in by month 3. Okay, now we're talking. Now I'm a little more less stressed. The wife's not hitting me on the knee anymore. I like it. So 672 times 82% on month 4 gives us 22 grand. Month 5 is going to bring in 18 grand. Month 6 is going to bring in 14 grand. So Mr. Edward Jones, I have 45 grand I'd like to give you today. In 6 months, can you guarantee me that I'll have $115,000 in my bank account? What do you think he'd do? No, but show me how that works, right? I'll work for you. Guys, this is what this is. This is not lottery. This is not gambling. This is facts. This is math. This is how it works on a large scale, and it is absolutely amazing how it works. So I just took 45 grand, and in 6 months, we created 115. Does that sound kind of fun? That's pretty sweet. Okay? Let me show you something. 1,000 clients, 1,000 members at $40 a month, that's it, is $480,000 a year for you. How many people would that change their lives? 2,000 clients, that's $960,000 a year. That's right under the million mark. You're almost in the 2 comma club. 3,000 clients is 1.4 million. Are you guys getting this? $1.4 million a year, just 3,000 clients. That's it. 4,000 clients will net you $1.9 million a year. 5,000 clients is $2.4 million. Just 10,000 clients. That's it. That's small. That's 1/3 the ClickFunnels ratio. Is $4.8 million per year. You now have the equation to become a millionaire. That is exactly how we do it. So here's my word to you. Here's my thing. I just proved it all by math. This is what we do day in and day out. You now know our full secrets. You know exactly how we work it and how we do it, the back end. That's exactly how it works, and that's what we see on our side. It's absolutely amazing. Here's the thing, is in order for it to work, you have to implement. And when you do, You're going to become somebody. You're going to feel it. You're going to change. You're going to have success. Are there going to be failures in there? Yes. But it needs to happen, and you can do it, and that's why we're here preaching to you guys, because it's possible. This is not fairy tale land. This is not fictional. This is happening. There's people in the room doing this besides me, okay? Do you guys know who Helen Keller is? Yeah? Remember when she touched the water? Remember how that happened? Maybe you've seen this. This is a video. It's actually been spread across Facebook. It's gotten massive reviews and massive views. And it's of an autistic kid. And it's amazing when someone's on one side and they don't know how yet to see it. And when it only takes a flick of the switch or one little change in order for me to go from the left side into the right side.
She'll bring you down, and the next thing you know, you are freezing down. So let the midnight special shine the light on me. Oh, let the midnight special shine the light on me. Say let the midnight special shine the light on me. Midnight special shine the light on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, give it up one time for Mr. Trey Lewellen.